Hey guys, Kev here, and it's time to do a fidget collection update. So it's been a little bit, not that long, since I've done a fidget collection update, but I feel like it's changed a lot just in like a month since I did that video talking about my favorite type of fidget. And then I went through my whole collection, and my favorite type of fidget was the haptic coin. And I think what I said was my favorite was the milk cap, or the donut, I think, if I remember correctly. I think that probably has changed at this point. I also had that milk cap I was really into, and I sold it pretty much right after that because I would do this, and sometimes it would just like fall apart in my hand, and it bugged me. So I moved on from that. I think I might have less stuff now. I do have a lot of stuff on pre-order or on the way, so maybe I'll do another one. But like, if you wait until you have everything you think you should have in your collection, you'll never do a collection video. I learned that with knives. So now I just do them when I feel like doing them, and then I'll figure it out later. So we might as well start with this piece right here. This is the Magnetron Prototype from my buddy Brent over at Backpack B, aka Dark Matter Designs, and he made this. I don't think there's probably going to be another one anytime soon, but this is just something cool that's technically in my collection, and I really like it. It's just got magnets on both sides glued into fat carbon. I mean, that's it. It doesn't do anything crazy special. It just kind of spins around a little bit on those magnets. You can kind of rotate it a little bit. It's not even really that much of a fidget, but it's kind of like special to me. So that's the Magnetron. Then we'll hit the donut. This is a hand-carved titanium ACEDC donut 2.0, I believe. And this one is, I think, what they call the stone pattern one. The donut is it's probably the best haptic coin if you just learn how to use it, but you have to have a soft touch, and it can be frustrating. And if you don't handle one for a little bit, or if you just get one, you end up doing this and not clicking stuff, and it's just annoying. But once you learn, you can have a good time with the donut. Absolutely love the donut. And the way the donut works is you have the roller bearing on one side, a sort of skateboard bearing in the center. Or is that a sort of skateboard bearing in the center, and then that's it. So that's that donut. I'm going to go through all the donuts I have. I don't have that many. And then you have this one right here that has the sort of like stripes on it that I scratched in. This is a stonewashed zirconium donut. Probably my favorite donut out of the group. It just tends to have the best snap to it. So that's a blasted zirconium one. And then I have a titanium one that's all silver. Also really like this. This is called frosted titanium. So it's sort of a blasted finish. I thought I had one more, but I maybe sold it or gave it away or something. I think I might have sold it. It was the moon crater one. So I guess I got rid of that one. Then I have the mini or nano milk lid from ACEDC, and this is a glow one. And this is really snappy. One of my favorite coins. You do have to shine a light on it to get it to glow, but it really glows. I forget what color it is. It's sort of that greenish color. I did order a blue one, so I do have a blue one coming. I have more haptic coins on the way at all times, basically, but I have that one. And I think the last haptic coin I have in my possession is this one. This is a newer acquisition. This is the Devil's Milk Lid from Loudy and ACEDC. Somebody put this blue stuff in there. It looks pretty cool, actually. And this is blasted zirconium. It took me a while to find this one. My first ever fidget, was the, or premium fidget, I should say, was this, but in polished Zirc. So this model just has a special place in my heart. And I really wanted a blasted one after my buddy Joe got one. So I found one, and it's snappy. The milk lid's really good because it's got that raised lip around the outside. And that's what makes it, I think, for most people, better than the donut, unless you learn how to snap the donut. It's just easier because you don't have to, it's not a learning curve. You just grab the edge and snap. So that is the Devil's Milk Lid. Let's see, any other coins? I do have the Gambit coin. This is a Gambit coin from Billet Spin. And this is actually technically the first Fidget I got. They gave me this to review. Well, they gave me this body with some coins, and I actually bought this Timascus one to go inside, and that started everything. I bought that, then I bought the Emo's Milk, but I say this is the first because this is actually like a Fidget. This is kind of a, it is, but it's also sort of just a thing. I don't know how to explain that better. But anyway, it pops in. There's this spring in there. It's a circular spring, and there's no magnets, and it actually holds it in place. And then you pop like the corner to pop it up, and then you can rub it around the outside. You can do whatever you want with it. They have different materials of body. And this, I think this one is Zirconium, and then Timascus. They have ones that have tops, so they're spineless tops. Really cool stuff. And this kind of started everything for me. So this is where the rabbit hole began. The Gambit coin from Billet Spin. And then the last coin I have currently is the Compiform. This is the Laugh Now, Cry Later coin. This is actually currently my only Compiform piece. I love Compiform, but their items tend to be slippery for me, so I've sold the Argyles and the Clover and whatever. And I've always stuck with this coin because it's just, it's definitely one of my favorite Fidgets. For sure. I never see myself selling this one. And I did have a V3 slider. I sold that the other day because I have another slider I really like. And I don't know. I just don't use sliders a lot. So it makes it easy to sell those. And this coin is just fantastic. I do have this slide kick on pre-order though. So those are the coins. That's the Laugh Now, Cry Later coin. I don't know if you guys wanted pricing, but I think this one was like $200. This altogether is probably like $200. This new is like $300 right now, but $200 to $300 depends on where you get it. These are like $125. This is like $95. This one I believe is $135. This one's like $110 or so. This one was a prototype I got from Brent. You can get most of these on most of these on bigwhiteedc.com. I have a link in the description of every video. Go check them out. You can use my code LeftyEDC for 10% off if you want. I don't get anything, but it helps the channel because he does send me stuff to check out. So you can get a lot of the ACEDC stuff there. This you can get on AliExpress right now. Maybe on EDC Long, LOONG.com. This is a little harder to get because it's an older piece, I think, at this point. Billetspin.com. And this is from Compiform. They're not making these right now. You could check the Facebook group to see if they have any available. So I think I hit everything there. All right, so let's just get into some randoms. I have my Chill Pill from Fidget Things. Absolutely fantastic piece. I don't carry it very often right now, but it's something I always want to have. I don't want to sell this piece. I've had multiples, and I've sold those, given them away to people, to friends. But I kept this because I really only need one, and I like the Zircutie with the Zirconium honeycomb top. It's just kind of the perfect fit for me. I love being able to just roll these in my hand. It's just, I'm always trying to find the newest thing and whatever, so I don't go back to things a lot. And I know that's weird and it's dumb, but that's just how I roll. But I do obviously plan on getting back into these at some point because I keep it around, and I really just enjoy playing with it. I love tossing it in the air and having it zing back together. It's just really fun. So that's the Chill Pill. Shout out to Fidget Things. He's out of Las Vegas, Nevada, so he's a U.S. Maker. So is Billet Spin. Compiform's Russian. These are all Chinese made, and this is Brent. He's in the U.S. as well, but he's not really like a shop. He's not selling stuff right now. He does mod work on knives. Real quick, we'll go over a couple of the 3D printings ones I have. I just have these two in the collection. I have more, but they're for giveaway, so I'm not going to count those as mine. This is the Keychain. This is $10, $9.99, and it's one of the best fidgets on the planet. I don't know how else to put that to you. It's stupid lightweight. It costs $10. You can pop it on your keychain, and you could always have this thing with you. And it is so fun. It just has this one piece. I have found this is better than any other one of these type of fidget toys, like the Magnus Trio, which is really good. The Compiform Click Bar, like stuff like that. The Super Bean V2. This is better than all of those. It just has a really satisfying sound and click. It's simple. I like that it has one piece instead of like 3 or 4 that you're pushing around and whatnot. Just simple. But it's satisfying to just let it pop from one to the next. And you don't have to worry about it. It's $10, right? You can use my code LeftyEDC at 3dcprintings.com or 3dcprintings.etsy.com, I think. Something like that. This is the 3DC Printings Bar XL. It's another cool one from them. This one glows. This is probably my favorite slider from them, just because I feel like the magnets on this one are nice and snappy. That's always the question with their stuff, is if the magnets are going to be snappy enough. This one spins around like that. It's just very simple. 3D printed. Again, this is like $10, $12, something like that. And you kind of just learn how to use it. Pop it around like that. Spin it around. That's pretty much all I do with it, but you can do it this way. You know, you could, I'm sure, start making up stuff. And it has strong enough magnets that going up and down, the hand cut pop is actually satisfying. So that is the 3DC Printings category of things. The LeftyEDC Shuffle version 2. This is the pair of Kings in Zirc, and very cool piece. I believe this part is stainless, but I'm not sure. There's magnets under there. On the back here, you have some copper, and you have that plate. It's very simple. It just has this pivot screw, which I did Loctite so it stayed in place because it was loosening on me. You can click this corner. I've been meaning to get a brass one, like the one that has like brass and stainless or something. I just want a different one. I like this one a lot. I had the pair of Aces for a minute, but it's the same thing. It's just Aces. And the magnets were weaker, so like, I don't know, I just couldn't deal with it, so I sold it pretty quickly. I'd like to get a different material, I think. So that's the Para King Shuffle. I love this product. A lot of people think it's overrated. A lot of people hate it, but clearly it's popular because they make hundreds of them and they sell, you know. They are overrated, or they're overpriced, but I think the popularity just keeps that price up there. This is like $280 in Zirc. It's a little pricey. I think it should be closer to 200, if that. You know, it should be more like these, but it is what it is, and I paid it, and I've had this for months. I've had this since the beginning, basically. Like, these two have been around, you know, and the coin. These have been around okay, all right, I'm just piling them up. But I have a few that have stuck around for a pretty long time, which for me is abnormal. I don't do that a lot. So the shuffle's in that category. All right. And then the last thing, this is, oh no, I have two more that, no, I have a few more that aren't spinners, never mind. This is the TKEDC Dharma, and this, I think it's called the Dharma. This was actually given to me by Melanie Wells over at EDC Fidget. Check out her channel. I believe it was given to me by way of Sean Dumas. Check out his channel. It's Sean Dumas. And then I believe Kyle over at Fidget Focused fixed it up for me. So check out his channel. And then while I mention all of those guys, I might as well mention Preston over at Big Mitts and Fidgets. He's going to come up later when we talk about spinners. But the five of us make up the FPAG, which is a little group chat we have, and we now have a Facebook group. So if you want to get into fidgets and just talk to like-minded people and whatnot, go check out the FPAG group on Facebook, FPAG, and we just kind of hang out in there, talk fidgets and other stuff, and it's just a good time. So check that out. But this has really good hand cup pop. The magnet strength is where it's at. It does take balls. This actually replaced my AC EDC soap. So I had the soap, and then I got this, and it's the same thing. I mean, it's literally the same. They're both Zirc. They both do this. They take the same balls, literally the same balls. So I ended up selling the soap to my buddy Brent, Backpack B, because he's always liked that thing, and I figured I could give him a decent price, and he gets that, I get this, and it all works out because it feels the same. I didn't need both, trust me. This thing looks like a little pygmy. Has this thing on it, which is like one of those spinners that kind of like vibrates. Doesn't really, it spins for a second and then vibrates. So it does that, and then it has this thing on the back. Little clicker. Basically, I do this. And I barely pick it up. Just like the soap, barely picked it up. So I have that. Then I have my custom Modus Works wrapped version 2. Stainless plates. And you have blasted zirconium with black micarta inlaid. And I have strong magnets on one side. And I have hybrid on the other. Hybrid is basically you have a medium magnet here and a medium magnet here, and then two strong ones in the center. Or no, the other way around. Strong, strong, medium, medium. So strong, 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 medium, 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 medium. And then you have all strong on this one. And it just makes, for me, the perfect setup. Just enough strength to where I feel like I'm enjoying the sliding and everything. It's not too easy. It's not shooting off. But not too strong. When I did all strong, it was just a touch too strong. And you can tune this down to like percentages, like 5-10% because of the hybrid plates. You can basically set this up however you want, which is really cool. So I really enjoy this. I sold the V3 from Compiform because I have this. I don't really dig sliders all that much. Especially free-floating ones. I just don't use them a lot because I walk when I fidget. I'm going to drop it. It's not worth it. And this one's literally the perfect one for me because it has the blasted Zirc and then a micarta inlay. So it has tons of grip. And that is what I needed. I have sweaty hands. And with something like this where I'm constantly like pushing it, pulling it, and flipping it, my hands are going to get sweaty, and then it's going to start getting slippery. Well, that doesn't happen with this. It doesn't have as good of a snap as the V3, but it's still absolutely fantastic. Best slider in the game, in my opinion, right now. I changed my mind a lot, but I think the wrapped V2 is the best free-floating slider you can get right now on the market. You can message Jonas, and he'll probably make you one. They are not cheap. This was $450. I think the stainless ones start at like $250. So you're gonna pay for it, but it's USA made in a custom shop. Pretty cool stuff. So that is the wrapped V2. Then we have the Mackie Cp3. So this is the Hog Doggins collaboration one. Cp3 has magnets on all sides with this plate in the middle. Slide it up, slam it down. This is in polished zirconium with a stainless steel center. This one is number D175 of 200, I think, or 300. Love it. Mackie Cp3, best tracked type slider out there. I also have this one. This is sort of the standard zirconium one with a gold plate in the center. It's really the only difference. I mean, yeah, it has these little nubs. It's a little bit different, but like they're very similar. There's really no reason to have both of these, but I like this one because it's got a little bit snappier magnets. And I like this one because it's number 1. And so I've kind of kept it. Then, just recently, I got the Mackie Cp3 Nano. Same exact construction, and somehow I got number 1 as well. So I have number 1 of both of these, so I guess I'm keeping them. I don't know. I don't think they're worth anything because I use them. Like, I use my shit. You can see I don't tape them or anything. I just go for it. But this one's really cool, guys. This is kind of new to my collection. I've had it for a couple days. Super impressed with the Nano. Honestly, thought I'd hate it. It's fantastic. If you like the CP3 as much as I do, I think you might actually really like the Nano if you're kind of on the fence. It's just really cool to have in your pocket. Super lightweight. Disappears into a 5th pocket or wherever. Tiny little piece you can pull out basically anywhere, and it's fun. Super fun. Look at this. Just like the CP3. So let's slide this stuff down. This will be our sort of slider row, I guess, right? Yeah, this is slidery. Yeah, it's all slidery except for this. Miscellaneous. Okay, here we go. Spinners. So let me just see if I have anything in my pouch here. I just have a slip joint. Shout out to C. Reisner Cutlery, traditionalpocketdimes.com, the Ohio Riverjack. Super fidgety, by the way, but absolutely fantastic slip joint. Anyway, I just had that in my pouch. Nothing else in there. Okay, so what should we start with? I don't know. Let's start with the Ultim. So I have a mini collision. This is from Cap, Kinetic Asia Pacific. And this is the mini collision. And this is an Ultim. So I really like tungsten. And I really like Ultim when it comes to spinners. I also like Zirc. So I'm not that snobby. I kind of have fallen down the tungsten rabbit hole. But I've also collected stuff like this because I like to have lightweight stuff on me. I can't carry these heavy tungsten spinners all over the place. So when I'm out and about, Ultim is perfect. It weighs nothing, and I've actually come around to Ultim. I kind of like it now. Yep, I used to call it pea plastic. Now I think it's pretty cool. It's still pea plastic, but you can really rip this guy. That's what I love about it. I have this wound right here that's pissing me off because I can't spin my spinners the way I want to, but you can see how it rips. Sounds amazing. So that is the mini collision in Ultim. And when I got that, I loved it. And I was like, hey, are you guys going to make a full size? Well, boom. They made a full size collision in Ultim. I recently got this. And this is awesome as well. You'll see this spinner is kind of jumpy with the ceramic bearing in there. I had a C bearing from Cap, if you know, you know. And that thing was just like jittery as hell. This tends to get that way. Sometimes it calms down, see? But this will spin pretty good. I haven't been able to play with it without this cut, so it's been hard for me to tell if I like this or this better. I definitely can... Seems like I can rip that one a little bit faster. So I think I might like the Mini better, but I really like this. And I'm hoping they make more spinners in Ultim because I'd like to try them. It's just the opposite end of the spectrum from tungsten, and it works. So I really like this. This is the full-size collision from Cap in Ultim. Might as well keep going through cap, I guess. The first one I got was the Zirconium Horizon. And you can get balls for these that sit in here. And they make cool sounds, but they ruin the spin. It kills the spin instantly, so I don't really try those. But this is Zirconium, regular size Horizon. I also have really cool cap buttons for all of these. They come with buttons that match this, and in my opinion, they're not the best buttons. They also come with stainless steel bearings, and I put cap C bearings in all of them. Basically full ceramic bearings. And I have this one decked out with superconductor buttons in this sort of greenish blue color, looking pretty good in my opinion. And then it has the Zirc. I really like the Zirc spinner. I thought once I got the tungsten one, I'd just kind of like stop liking this one. But there's something about it. It has a buzz to it. So I have nicknamed this guy the Hornet. I love the Hornet. Fantastic spinner. It's what I like about the Zirc spinners, I only have two, but I love them, is that I can put them in my pocket on a walk or whatever. It feels pretty lightweight, especially compared to tungsten. So I really enjoy spinning the Horizon here in Zirc. So that is the Hornet. And then I got that in the Collision, and then I ordered the tungsten version of this. And I got a really cool button at the same time. I actually got this button when I got this one, and I got this one later, but I swapped them. I like the color schemes better. Has this rainbow colored superconductor, and this is Tungsten Horizon. So this is a heavier material than Zirc, and it gives it a really good rip. And this is possibly my favorite spinner. I might say that a couple times. The sounds with the full ceramic C bearing are just amazing to me. The feel you get, the way you can rip it, that cut's killing me. Just really, I really enjoy it. I do. So that is the Tungsten Horizon. I then got the full size or mega Tungsten Horizon. So this is the same spinner as these two, right? You have Zirc and you have Tungsten, and you have the OG size and you have a mega size. Those are the differences. Sorry, the magnets are fucking killing me here. So I also got fancy superconductor buttons for these. Oh, I forgot about pricing, didn't I? This is probably like 120, 150 bucks altogether. 9, 12 bucks, 300. I think this thing's like $400, which is stupid, but I didn't pay for it. $450. This one's probably like, if you got it now, it'd probably be like $300 on AliExpress, but I think it was like 200, 180. Same thing here. I paid $250 for this. I think it was like 180 new, or when it came out. And this I actually paid $180 for on AliExpress. Just because I needed it. I wanted it. And, you can't find it anywhere. And that's kind of what happened with this. That's why I paid $250 for this. But normally... And this one was given to me, actually, by Dean over at Loudy. I got robbed, actually. I got scammed by somebody. And he basically gave me one. It was really cool of him. The mini Collision is $125. The full size is $135 in Ultim. This one's $180. This one's $270. The buttons are $190 each. So you got to buy the buttons separate. So it's a bit more expensive. This is $320 new. The Mega Horizon in tungsten. You can get them in lesser material or cheaper material. Sorry, stainless. You're talking like $100. Not bad. This was also $190 for the button. So $320, $190. Beautiful. Blue and purple is what I asked for on this. Came out fantastic. And this one is just heavy and big, and it rips. With that cap C bearing in there, it's super loud and grunty, and it just, I don't know. It's a mover and a shaker. Some people don't like the sounds of that. I love it. That just made me so happy. I could sit here and do this all day. And you can blame Preston and Sean for this. I was not a spinner guy, and I thought it was so gay, so to speak. You guys know what I mean when I say that. Don't get all political. But they just kept pushing, and eventually I tried, and I got into it, and I didn't like it at first, and then I did, and now I'm down the rabbit hole of spinners. So last cap spinner I have, just got this, the Tungsten Collision full size with a bead blast finish. That's machine finish on these two. Machine finish black on that. She over at Cap, she said she could do a bead blast on tungsten. So I think I'm the first one to get this, which is awesome. In tungsten, I should say. I added spacers. You can get shims on eBay. If you need a link, let me know. And it makes it stand a little taller, the button, so that it doesn't interfere when I hold it on my finger, and you'll see. But I have these beautiful green superconductor buttons on this one. I went all out with the buttons. 190, and again, I think 320 on this one. The air conditioner kicked in, so it's not going to be as loud as that one, but it's not as loud as that one in general. But it sounds amazing. It just has this hum to it. And the shims, actually, I thought it would make the sound lesser. I think it makes the sound better. Sounds like a TV breaking up, like static. Some people think this is the best tungsten spinner on the market now. You see, when I hold it like this now, the spinner isn't hitting me in the finger. And that's what was happening when I had the button lower down. So I added those shims. And, oh, man. This just... Can't wait for that cut to go away. I'm going to be ripping the ever-loving shit out of this. That's the full-size Collision. I know this video is long. I'm enjoying this. Look at that. Cap row, baby. We're going to call that Cap row. I don't think I have any more caps on the way, so I don't know what to do. I got to find some. They need to make more stuff that I want. You know, do I want a mini Collision in tungsten? Kinda. But I also had one in and I didn't love it, but maybe that was, you know, too soon. You know, and now I would appreciate it more. I don't know. I love this so much. And I hated it when I got it. Shout out to Preston. He's going to crack up. All right. So then I got, well, this is out of order, but whatever. This is from Damn Designs, and this is the Decide. I got this off of Rebecca Glee on Facebook. Oh, that really hurt, that cut. And it's just this quad thing. I have a C bearing in there. I do have a custom button coming I had made for it. Shout out to NJT, Hand Power. I got some stuff coming from them. But this is just fun, right? I mean, look at this. It's like a little ninja star you get to spin around. It's in tungsten. Super, it's a good size. So you can actually carry it, even though it's in tungsten. Can't wait for that button to come. I'm going to be rocking this a lot more, I think. I think it's really fun and cool. And the unique thing is, when you spin it this way, you have this to catch and spin. But then you can flip it over, and now you have this to catch and spin. It's like a whole nother experience. Different warping and stuff. Just interesting. I kind of want to get the larger size, but I did have the tri-wing one that was larger, the Firebolt, and I didn't like it because it was just too much mass. I'm not a big tri guy. So then let's talk about the Axis Micro from Focusworks. So everybody was telling me you got to get this Axis Micro in tungsten. So I finally found one in the UK, and I actually ordered the full tungsten from the guy, and then I bought a Zirc with tungsten balls. Well, actually, Sean technically bought it. He paid me for it after I bought it. But then when I got it, I found out I really prefer this Zirc one. It's like the only time I prefer Zirc over tungsten. And I think it's got something to do with the tri thing. It's just too much center weight with tungsten. So Sean was gracious enough, and he actually gave me this. So shout out to Sean Dumas. I love you, dude. Thank you. I might sacrifice this one in honor of him somehow. whether I sell it and give him the money or do something, because I don't know. I'm grateful that he gave me this one, but you know, I don't know. So this is the Axis Micro in Zirc, and it's got tungsten weights, which they don't add a lot. You can find these with different, you know, ceramic, whatever. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. These are not the stock buttons. These are the stock buttons that come on this. I was able to add these by changing out the post on the buttons and adding shims on either side, and it made it work with this. I just wanted to try different ones. This one has a cool sound. So I really like this. Has pretty good spins. It's very fun to just grab and slide, and I don't know how to explain it. I wish it had a little bit more acoustic. Like, of course I want it to sound, you know, like one of these. But it has its own, it actually is pretty loud, honestly. And this button did help a little bit. And I like the copper with it. So I really like this. The Axis Micro from Focusworks. Kind of hard to get, I think. So I dig that. That's in Zirc. And then I also got it in tungsten. And I don't know. I'm not like, a lot of people love this. They say it's one of the best spinners. And I just don't. It's cool. It just doesn't have enough acoustic for me. And I feel like I just get better rips, better spin off of the Zirc. I did do a spin test, and this one spins for like 2 minutes longer than that one, but I don't really care about that. This is cool. I don't know. I've been waiting for a moment to click where I'm like, oh yeah. Because that's what happens a lot of times. Like, I hated this out of the box, and they're like, you're going to find out. Like, that just hasn't happened. So we'll see if anything changes. I do have buttons coming for it, but I was going to use that on this, so I don't know. We'll see. But that's the Axis Micro in tungsten. This is actually like it was like an anniversary run or something. So this was just made in June, I think. And this is like number 35 or something. So there's that. I don't know what to do here. I'm almost out of room. I only have 2 left, so let's just slide these down this way. It's all gonna bunch up anyway, right? Yeah. Okay. The last 2 are the 2 EDC nests. So you have the Nest OG, which is the original size one. These are in tungsten. And I have NJT Hand Power Worry Stone Zircuti buttons. These are my favorite buttons. I love the look of these, but the grip, the feel of these are incredible. I want them like on everything. And the way this spinner just has just the chamfers, the perfectly rounded nature, the fact that it's tungsten, but it's weighted on the ends. It's not like this where it's all centralized. Just, I think I could wake up tomorrow and you could take away almost every one of my fidgets and leave me this one. And I think I would be perfectly happy with it. Because I could spin this all day. It's not like, it's got enough weight to it that it's satisfying to rip. But it's not so heavy that I can't carry it. Or that I get tired of spinning it. Right? And that's where like this one and this one I kind of go back and forth on. Which one's like my ultimate fave. You know? Like I do really like these 2. But they're almost like too big, so it kind of like makes it to where they're just fun. And I really like this one, which is like the ultimate carry fidget, in my opinion. Absolutely love the 2 EDC Nest OG tungsten with these buttons. And then, for good measure, I got the XL in tungsten. Same buttons, right? Matching buttons. Got the matching set. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I do like this size better in general. I think I like the sounds and the feel a little better. But this is also absolutely wonderful. Just something about this design just does it for me. The weighted ends, I think, is what it is. It makes me really, really want to get a Billium. Because I think I would truly appreciate a Billium with tungsten weights on the end. But you can really rip this guy. Absolutely fantastic. That's the XL. All right. So those are all of the fidgets I own, right? At least right now. I have stuff coming and all that. I don't think I have any laying around. I have some Amazon ones that are like, you know, in my wife's office or whatever. But this is it, right? So here's the question. Categories. This is what people do, these categories. What's category 0 is like top echelon, can't live without it kind of thing. This one's there, guys. This nest with this setup is there. It's just like, yeah, I do not want to live without this. That's how I feel about the Nest OG. I'm very close to feeling that way about this. So I think I'd take these two. Let's say I get 3 or something. And then I would probably pick the Compiform coin. I don't necessarily count this as a coin like I do these. Oh, you know what I mean? So like, whoops, Jesus, Kev. All right, so let's do it this way. Top spinner, right? So these two go at the top. So let's just kind of like slide things out of the way. I know this is terrible, sorry. At the top of the game, we have those 2 spinners. We have the Compiform coin, laugh now, cry later coin. This is where it gets difficult with the haptic coin, you know. I think I would take this guy and just drop it up there. So all this stuff can move aside here. Spinners, all this stuff is moving aside. And then I would just take a CP3 and put that up there. That would be, look, that's 5. Top 5 fidgets, right? And then stuff that I would immediately replace if I lost it or it got stolen. This one. But I'd have this, so I kind of feel like these are interchangeable for me. Like this could be up here and this could, you know, whatever. But would replace right away is that one. A lot of these spinners, this Ultim, I mean, this is very close to being right here, honestly. I think maybe I would pull one of these out. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to pull, oh God, shit, this is so hard. Okay, pull it. God damn it. I can't do it. I don't know what to do. Okay, neither of these are going anywhere, but this is coming with. This goes up in the category 0, whatever you call it. This is definitely up there. I gotta have a haptic coin. So that's up there. And yeah, I can't live without a CP3. So whatever. I just made that 6. Anyway, so these would immediately replace, would immediately replace, would immediately replace, would, yes, I would honestly immediately replace this. Now, I have enough donuts that I don't really think I need to have another one. Same with the, I love this. I really do love this glow one. But again, I have... You know what I mean? Like, I would replace it. Never mind. I would totally replace that. This 100% would replace the shit out of that. That one's close to coming up here, but it's not. Gamma coin just is, like, special to me because of the history. But if I lost this or it got stolen, I wouldn't replace it because it wouldn't be this one. Does that make sense? Like, this one's just, like, I'm glad to have this one. It's got sentimental value to me. but I'm not going to like buy a random one to replace it with. I would want this one back. Hope that makes sense. So anyway, this is going to go somewhere else. I'm just not a big free-floating slider guy. So, like, this is a... and I forget the categories, by the way. This is a, like, glad to have, but, like, I might replace it eventually kind of thing. But, like, it wouldn't kill me kind of thing. This, if I lost it, I wouldn't care. Like, you know what I mean? I need to zoom out. So, let's do this. Let's do this. You guys are looking at my crotch. Sorry. Okay, would replace. I love the chill pill. I really do, but I also don't ever use it. So, like, this would be in the... this is... I love to have it. It's great, but, like, if I lost it, maybe I'd eventually replace it kind of thing. This is near the bottom, right? Well, this is, like, glad to have it, but if I lost it, I wouldn't rebuy it kind of thing. This is, let's see, what were these categories again? Would immediately replace. Yes, I would immediately replace this. This one's moving down here because that one, I have that one. This one's kind of like just a luxury, if that makes sense. This one is a, this is kind of with the Dharma. Like, I just don't care right now, so we'll figure that out later. The Shuffle. I really love having this. But I don't pick it up enough that, like, if I lost it, I would care all that much. Maybe I'd get another one eventually kind of thing, right? These are both, I never touch them, but they're just cool, and I like having them kind of thing. So I would put them down here, right? That's kind of how this is working, I think. I love the Hornet. Really love the Hornet. Would I replace it, though, because I have the tungsten one? Yes, I love that thing. Actually, no, it's not going up there. The OG or the XL Nest is fantastic. I'm very glad I have it. But if I lost it, I don't know if I'd like run out and like try to replace it. I maybe eventually or something. But I have the OG size, so it's not like, you know, the end of the world or anything. Sorry, this is very, very poorly spread out. Okay, the Decide, so far, I like it a lot, and I'm finding as I'm doing this, I don't care all that much about it. I want to get the button, and I want to give it a shot, but right now, it's kind of like down here. Gambit Coin, again, is in the down here. So these are wouldn't replace category, right? Then we have the full-size Collision in tungsten. There's just, I get moments with this where I'm like, yeah, that's one of the best spinners. But I also get frustrated by it frequently. But yes, I would replace that pretty quickly. The stone hand-carved donut can go here. See, like, I don't know how to categorize these because, like, I love them. Would I replace them, though? Like... They're not like in the don't care category, but I have so many of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I would totally replace that, but then I'd have that. So do I need two more? You know what I mean? They're just duplicates. This is a prototype again. So this goes in the it's special category, but I'm not going to replace it because I can't. So I don't really know where to put that. So this is it, guys. This is the breakdown right here. I'm pretty, yeah, I'm happy with that. I think it's right. I think these big tungsten spinners, while fantastic, they're not in my category 0 or 1 because they're just not carryable for me. The CP3 is just, there's just something about, I could play with this for hours on a car ride or a walk. A fantastic haptic coin, whichever it may be, is the OG for me. It's kind of what got me started, and there's just something about that feeling. Cannot wait to get the NJT ones I have coming. This Compiform coin, again, hours I spent playing with this in the car, driving. Just absolutely fantastic. And then getting into spinners, there's just something about a C bearing in a tungsten spinner with the right size, size ratio with the weight on the wings. There's just something about that absolutely does it for me. And these two are the head of the pack with that. And I honestly can't choose between those. And then the Collision Ultra Mini is just, there's just something super fun and snappy. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just, this is one of my favorite fidgets of all time, honestly. It's just so good. You can just play with it and not worry about it. And it just disappears in your pocket. And this might be the best spinner I have. So, there you go. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'd love to, if anybody wants to do this video open tag style, go for it, please. I know a lot of people already have. I know I've rambled for 50 minutes, so I'm going to shut up now. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.